the Dilly with Willy.
Well, this is the Bobby Sheldon radiator. We built an engine here to demonstrate how it works. But in the spring and the fall, when the leaves are off the trees, they would go through the trails. And the trails originally were only blazed to about 5 foot, so they were kind of narrow. And the branches from the trees would go through the original radiator cores like the one there. So Bobby Sheldon and his crew built these radiators with hard copper tubing. And so they would hold up a whole lot better. The trees wouldn't tear these up in the small branches and stuff. And this is a pretty beat up old radiator, but it still holds water. And so we set this up. This engine would be ran to run a flat belt, which would actually be used for any number of things, run some kind of a mill or a water pump or anything else. And they were kind of heavy and hard to move. And so eventually there was a gentleman in Minnesota that took a Model T engine. Him and his wife used to use one similar to this, but it was very heavy to move. So they decided that they had read articles about how they made air compressors out of Model T engines, using the center 2 cylinders to pump air. And so he decided that he would do an experiment. So he cut the engine in two with a hacksaw, cut the crankshaft, the 2 center sections out of it, put it back together, and built this 2-cylinder Model T engine. And I call this my half-fast T. You got to say that slowly. But it's very unique. This is actually a fuel pump out of a hit and miss engine to pump oil from the pan up to the front to fill the dipper trays. So there's a lot of things that he did. And the other thing that was kind of neat is he built his own governor system here by welding in nuts and weights on flyweights out on the end to control the speed of the engine. And it still runs today.
And that's the Dilly with Willy. Visit the Fountainhead Antique Auto Museum featuring historic cars and fashion. Quite simply, second to none.